Thursday, the 2nd of July, and a warm welcome to the channel. And yes, believe it or not, I am outside today. Pretty amazing stuff. Don't usually get out very often, but let's see what's happening with the Three Gorges Dam. Let's see what's happening in China, Shanghai, etc. Let's see what's happening on other channels. It's all here right now. Come and join me for the ride. You ready? Let's go. A quick shower and a quick change, and I'm ready to go. A warm welcome, as I said earlier, a million miles away from this very comfortable and cool office. It's Thursday, the 2nd of June 2022. What's happening with the dam? Well, quite interesting today. First of all, let's have a look at the levels. Kutan has gone down at 164.17. The Three Gorges has gone up actually a little bit, 147.28. Inflow has gone down at 14,100. The webcam, guess what? It's exactly the same. Showing something completely different, about 1,000 kilometers away from the Three Gorges Dam, and I really don't know why. It's just like sloppy. It's been like for a week. Again, every day I do check it. Now, a couple of days ago, I made the argument related to this picture here, and you saw the satellite image. This is from Sentinel Hub. This is actually the latest one from the 30th of May 2022. And you can see the outflow from the power stations either side of the sluice gates. In other words, the left and the right, and the sluice gates are right in the middle. Then if we go to the right-hand side, you can see the ship's elevators. And further to that is the ship's locks. The ship's elevators are for the smaller ships. But it looked like from here that this was also being used to release water into the lower reaches of the Yangtze River. And you were sort of thinking, why didn't they open the sluice gates to get down to the level? 147 now is quite acceptable. We were getting quite worried about it. Why do we worry about the Three Gorges Dam? Because it's holding back the second longest river in the world, water. And if it snaps, cracks, breaks, collapses, 400 million, that's 400 million lives are at stake. That's a bucket load of people. That's close to, you sort of like say, 1/3 of the population of China. So any other disaster in the world will be tiny compared to. This is why I do this. So, but if we continue a little bit downstream, because I was looking at all the flows and they seem really fast. If we continue downstream, again, this is all from the 30th of May. Downstream, you can see that the river gets narrower, and when it gets narrower, you can see that it's like a wild water ride, with white water. Clearly seen here. This is about 500 meters away. Then we go further downstream. Downstream is a city called Xinjiang. Xinjiang, near enough, is the closest city downstream. And you can see here, they do have a dam, and their dam is called the Gezhou, I think that's pronounced, Gezhou or Gezhou Dam. And that one is operating, and you can see clearly there, again, 30th of May, so that's like 3 or 4 days old, related to that. Look how heavy the white stream water is. But you can also see on the right-hand side of the dam, some ships going through their kind of ship's locks as well, which seems pretty calm compared to the rest of the actual dam. Get even closer there, you can see that those sluice gates are definitely open. What does this dam look like? Well, here we go. Here's a picture of it. It's 1/4. It's a tiny little dam, but it's the first dam after the Three Gorges, so Three Gorges Dam. So if it actually did break, this would be the first line of defence, but it wouldn't hold out very long. There it is at night time. These are the ship's locks, or how ships can pass through, and a little bit closer. But there we can see for sure that that dam is open. So we go to the levels of this dam, and we can see Xinjiang here over the last 24 hours, courtesy of a website called yngtz.xyz.com. You can go and type that in Google and you can find it there. And you can see on the 1st, let me just have a look at there, that you can see on the 1st of June, that the levels were the highest. And then as of today, the 2nd of June, they've gone down considerably. So we just have to wait for new satellite images to see what is happening there. Whew! Let's have a look at the weather related to the Three Gorges, Yangtze and southern China. It looks like this. Tokyo has decided to join us. He was crying outside the door when I was recording. That's all I got about the Three Gorges Dam, but China in itself. First of all, Hong Kong. Now, you may have seen this picture here. This is one of those jumbo floating restaurants that serves all the delicious Cantonese and Mandarin food. Are you okay? And this actually looks like this. Nowadays, it seemed to have sunk, or it seems to have hit something there. So I don't know anymore if there were any passengers or guests involved. I don't know about the crew or the officers on board the vessel, but I hope everything is okay. Now, what I did and what will be shown tomorrow is this picture here. Tokyo is really uncomfortable. The Xinjiang police files are fake, according to the CCP and Shills. Here is Dr. Adrian Zen doing something about the, Tokyo, trying to do something serious. Here is Dr. Adrian Zen telling us about the Xinjiang police files. Let's have a look what he has to say. And you can see this tomorrow on the 3rd of June at 7 a.m. my time, which is going to be really early in the morning UK time and in the evening sometime in America.
The Xinjiang police files is a set of thousands of files, documents, speeches, policy directives, spreadsheets, images, all kinds of files directly from police computers in 2 ethnic minority counties in Xinjiang. These files, because they're directly obtained from hacking into police computers and databases in Xinjiang, they for the first time give us a first-hand.
Now, of course, the Chinese government have denied this and say it's all fake and all propaganda and it's just slander to get back at China. But there's too much evidence this time to say not. And the CCP shills, the Westerners who live in China, who support the CCP 100% and don't support any other country in the world, are saying this. And you're saying that as well.
So this evidence that has been used to produce the report by BBC is definitely fake.
Here's a question for you, which is just not relevant to anything we've done today. What would it be like for the bionic man to drink a cup of coffee? I think it might look like this. Shanghai on June the 1st was out of lockdown, and everyone, you could say, was woohoo, really happy. After 2 months of it, everyone would. And at midnight, the streets were crowded, people went out, and it was their first taste of freedom, if you have freedom in China, for over 60 days. But the day after, this one district in Shanghai, this is a, you could say, community leader or an area leader saying, no, guess what? You are going back into lockdown after just one day. And you could imagine these residents were just a little bit angry over the whole situation. We Travel is my new channel, and thank you to all the 160 subscribers now. That means I'm looking for around about 840, which should be easy for you to do. Go to the link below, just click subscribe, watch for a couple of minutes, and I can get this channel verified by YouTube. Over the last couple of days, I've been to the new airport and the old airport in this city, and people seem to be very interested in this, and this video will be released, and I will send you the link. I think it's been released today. I can't remember, to be honest with you, but it looks like this. If you're interested in airports, tourism, Cambodia, etc., you will really like this. Here's a small snippet just to grab your fancy, so to speak. So today what we're going to do, we're going to visit the old airport, which is still operational. It does have domestic flights and about 8 or 9 international flights at the moment. Then we're going to go to the new airport, supposedly opening up in 2023. Okay, let's spin around and go. Okay, so here we are outside the old, still operational Siem Reap, Cambodia International Airport. And in order to get to the new airport, which is about 50 kilometers away, girlfriend Sophie and myself took a motorbike trip down to the new airport, and we did actually find a part of the construction. It was a great motorbike ride, 50 kilometers, driving in between 60 and 80, which is the speed limit, of course. On a big bike, it was such a great, fantastic drive. Tokyo really wants to go out, but you can enjoy the ride with me for a moment or two here. If you want to see the full ride, guess what? The link is in the description below, with some great rock and roll music as well. That really brings us to a close for today. I hope you enjoyed this. A like, subscribe and share is always good. Many thanks to the people who did resubscribe. Suddenly it went up by 50 subscribers. Looking for that 40,000 subscribers by the end of this year. That is my challenge. That's another 10,000. So please do share this with your friends. Let the world know what's happening in China. Not from Western media, but as people like to say, boots on the ground. Someone who devotes a lot of his free time. It's my hobby. I really do enjoy doing this for you. My name is James. Thank you as always for your time. I will leave you with more of the motorbike ride just for a moment or two. Cheerio for now. Bye bye. Bye bye.